Yeah, I was right. Okay.
Hello. Hello. My name is Marty. I appear to be... I don't know what I'm looking at. It looks like I'm looking at her boobs from this angle.
Well, no, you're facing the wrong way. But if you're facing towards them, yeah. Anyway, just...
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
Good.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Good. Help me make Ed jealous.
We can make
yes.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes you guys gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Oh.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
You wanna try again?
Artie works here?
So Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
It's pretty good. He's a major celebrity.
Celebrity.
Celebrity!
And there goes our American audience.
Yep, sorry.
How's Kid?
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing, it's just, you know, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place.
Yeah, you're a
But what
fool.
can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm.
Okay. What does Artie
What's
do
Artie's
here?
job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the expo. He's in charge of all the money and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
Muckety muck.
You're telling me, and super respectable too. It's a real relief on him.
Oops.
How?
I accidentally clicked. I'm sorry.
I don't see how you accidentally...
We've been over this before. The way, I don't know, I hold the mouse and sometimes I just put a little bit too much pressure on one of the fingers and it clicks without me wanting to. Let's go see if we've got enough
See you,
information
Trixie.
to talk to Doc.
From this
Come back to
chamber
her.
of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Adieu?
A fondy-doo.
Fondy-doo. Fondy-doo, fondy-die, fondy-doo, fondy-die.
Made of delicious
do we have
cheese.
two shadows? Hang on. There. See that? Where's the second light coming from?
Oh yeah. Tree.
But then over here we're fine.
No, we're not. We still got two shadows.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh.
There's two light sources. That looks like a bit of a game oversight. Oh, we've gone the wrong way around the DeLorean again.
Just click on it, see if it... Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like there's...
Click on dock.
Okay. We've got one over here.
One dock.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
He looks so worried.
Yeah. How's the DeLorean? Yeah, how's that
Have you
going?
figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
That's a relief.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I
thought you
promise
just
I
said it
won't
worked
take it to
fine
88.
as-
Even so,
car.
I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably.
Why
Tell you
doesn't
what,
he
I'll
drive
take it on a
us?
test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
Oh, okay, well, hopefully it works so we can use the car. I want to drive in this game, God damn it! I've done a golf. I had the opportunity with a golf buddy kart and it didn't work.
It worked. Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey,
Did you say
no
when the
driving
green
the
light goes
exhibits
off?
off
Yeah,
the
it
lot.
goes off as in. Ding.
Looks like
Okay.
you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Right.
Okay, so we've got to
You
find
say
another way.
when the alarm goes off, and you mean when it goes on.
Yeah. When the alarm turns on.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got to get to Emmett's lab.
Go to the right. I want to see if expeditions. Let's see if our time
What,
machine's
this?
any better. Yeah, look at it. Just look at it.
Diorama. Looks like a future city of some kind.
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981.
Is circa a word you use in England as well?
I don't think I've visited
No.
that timeline
This is
yet.
America.
Okay.
Press one button at a time. One, know what happens. Press them in order. No. That's not order.
Oh, I can see the other ones.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a
Not
button.
really.
Presto!
Mother Nature never seems
An
to stop
artificial
doing her job
rainstorm
anymore.
drenches the valley's thirsty crops.
Okay, start from. Yeah.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis.
Yay.
Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? We'll want to venture forth into the fresh air.
I'm sorry.
Look strange and what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this
Oh my
Bad
God.
sparks. Bad
I thought it was done.
They're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the
No
earth,
one ever
giving
know what
future
it
Hill
says.
Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play,
10
and
million
raise
citizens.
their families.
It's quite a lot. Okay, do you want to try any of that again so we can hear it properly?
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow?
Yay. Was that it? What happened to the underground thing?
Oh!
You took the train!
My
It's a
future
skateboard.
wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss
Oh, I
Strickland.
bet it wouldn't be.
I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Callahan. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go
see, I
somewhere
know
where
what
we
you're
can
up to.
talk privately.
I know. I think he said I know what you're up to.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
She doesn't seem worried looking though.
No.
Okay, we have a skateboard now. That's pretty good.
Should we go do what we do best? And skateboard?
Can we step onto the road? No. Can we click on the skateboard? Oh, that's the
That's
hints.
hints. No.
Uh,
Yeah.
skateboarding.
Train skating board.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
How convenient.
Perfectly timed. Welcome to the world
Emmett?
of tomorrow. What's going on here?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this
was
little
a bit
baby
glitchy.
is just as good. Okay, let's see now what's next. Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart.
No, she
Without
doesn't.
her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
like the
Yeah,
hat
she
guy.
wanted to come herself, but
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
I'll have
Thanks.
you know I have much more
No
lovely
thanks are
features than her.
necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Oh no! So can I just point out that we age a lot better than Edna. By the time she looks like an old lady, we still look the same. We'll have lost the mustache, but
We've de-aged.
yep. Okay. Odd-looking printer.
Talk to
Odd-looking
Emmett.
man.
hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Good.
Seriously, you and Edna is. We know they're pretty serious.
I don't think I
Always
want to know the answer to how serious they are.
You invented this in 2 months. What's
What?
with the new clothes?
Yeah, what's with the new
And what's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my
He's the
usual
KFC
clothes
guy,
don't
right?
have enough zing for a public exhibition.
Let's go see Frankenstein.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and
I get it, you're busy.
How are things with your dad?
Yeah.
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
he's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over.
Oh, good.
You
I
invented
can't believe
this
you
in 2
invented all
months?
this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Doc's not actually happy. Okay, forget that.
you look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Okay.
So we got we got mind maps. What are these?
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Oh, so we can
Okay.
steal them. Okay.
Okay, we want to get a new one then.
What's the odd-looking printer? Nice cornering guy.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey,
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe, but to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Man.
Decent chap.
Hey, now, is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Degenerate criminal and hooligan are at the bottom there. That's pretty good. Okay, so Did we just get a mind map of ourselves printed out?
What's
Take
this?
them.
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
That's creepy.
Not really.
It is very
Okay, where's
creepy.
our card? Can we get it to print out? Because then we could create like a...
Can we make another?
We could make another one and like replace Emmett's with a bad one, and then she would sort of think that he was a delinquent hooligan.
Man. He's a hooligan! What are you doing?
We need the helmet, don't we?
Well, he's wearing the helmet.
He's wearing the helmet.
So we just
Okay.
make it all... We just show him Edna, he'll hate her, I'm sure it'll be
Can
fine.
we turn the machine
What's
on?
this typewriter do again?
Oh no.
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages
Permission
from
to
the mind map
right-click?
helmet and turns them into punch
Permission
cards.
granted.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all
Permission
rather...
granted.
Sounds to me like
Permission
you...
granted.
What?
Permission granted. There we go.
Okay, there's got to be a way to turn this on, right?
What's that? Slide advance.
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
Okay, so we've got to turn the test on with this oil can. Mental alignment meter. Stew pot.
Can you pick up the oil can?
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Jokes.
Sure.
Gross product. Yeah,
Well,
let's
can we
just
just
stick
chuck
that-
it? Just chuck it. Chuck it over him. Then the suit will be ruined, and Edna will hate him. Go on.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Can we do it?
Yes.
Whoops! The can of motor oil and
Slap.
rocket propellant in my pocket
And accounting.
accidentally
Hey, Emmett,
spilt
I've
on
got
you.
a... Whoa! Whoops.
I think
What
your way
the
is more
heck?
subtle.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
That's pissed off for all you
When
under
Edna gave me
13s.
this suit, I realized that the probability of me
Well, I don't
keeping
know
it
what it
clean
stands
was
for.
infinitesimally
Police officer.
remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Oh.
You'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Well, we know what
Because
to do.
this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering.
down.
Back to work.
Ran away because he realised what an atrocious thing he had for a daughter.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Oh.
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
So if we could steal that, then in 12 hours' time we'd be able to use it
Well,
to,
the hell
that's
is
what
that?
time
to
machines
strip
are.
Edna naked.
That
Sorry,
I think
I
would
thought
be
I
good
saw a
enough to
tarantula.
stop anyone doing anything ever other
It
than
might,
cry
it
in
might
a corner.
put Emmett off. Be a good plot advancement. Do we have that perfume stuff? Spray bottle. Okay. I wanted to look at it.
Can we clean ourselves? No. Okay.
How do I look at it?
Emmett says this stuff will clean anything, but it only has a 12-hour shelf life. Too bad I haven't got 12 hours. Or do I?
Or do I?
Bum bum bum.